Hello folks. So today is the 17th of June 2025. Version 1.21.6 of Minecraft was released a couple of hours ago. Top left, we are not on it yet. I haven't taken the plunge. But I wanted to record this very short clip, which is probably going to be fairly close to the beginning of episode 4 of my Forever World. To give a shout out to the mod maintainers. I'm a modded Minecraft player. There are some mods that I consider absolutely essential. And there are a lot of mods in this world that are completely optional and that I can play without, but they make my life a little bit easier. There are 6 mods on my server. Of those 6 mods, Simple Voice Chat is already available for 1.21.6. Of the 5 remaining mods, there is one that I consider essential, so I will wait for it, at least for a couple of days, and that's fast backups, because backups are important. The other stuff like essential commands, I can play without it for a while. Nether portal fix, I can play without it for a while. But fast backups, I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it a couple of days. I run 26 mods on the client side. 6 of those 26 mods are already available for 1.21.6. By the time I finish recording this clip, it might be 7 or 8 already. So to the mod maintainers, you folks are fantastic. You rock. Thank you very much from all of us Minecraft players. And we're back. A couple of days later in real life. And 1.21.6. I took the plunge. There are still a couple of mods missing. But you may have noticed, you may remember from a previous clip a couple of seconds ago that I said a very important mod for my server is fast backups. The new fast backups is not available yet, so I thought let me take a chance, copy the world into the new version and just copy the fast backups mod from the old version to the new one, and it works perfectly. Yay! A couple of things that are still missing. There's no better F3, you may have noticed, although I didn't actually check just before starting this recording to see there is a better F3, but I did check for Lightmatica, which is not there yet, and Flashback is not there yet. 2 other mods that I had on the old version, FreeCam and Zoomify, are replaced by one mod called Camera Tweaks. In addition, on my server, I don't have essential commands, but Fabric Essentials does the same stuff. It also has a permission system, but the permissions mod is not there yet, so it's basically going to be a question of discipline. One thing that I like about Fabric Essentials that's different from essential commands is fly mode doesn't last. If you log out and log in again, if you're in fly mode when you logged out, you're not in fly mode when you log in. So that'll get my discipline sorted out. So it's playable. I did go and, in my excitement, go and dig around in the nether a bit, and I found this little guy, Radghast. So at some stage I'm going to bring that little guy up and get myself a happy ghast. But that'll be later because I'm going to do this first. I want to go fight the dragon first. I'm not going to be doing any major build kind of stuff until Flashback and Lightmatica are updated to the latest version of Minecraft. For the simple reason that I do a lot of my design in creative mode and then use Lightmatica to come build it in survival. And obviously Flashback I use for my time lapses. So just a little clip just after the last clip saying that we're almost ready to go. We are there now with just one or two things still missing. So yes, there we are. Okay, the time has come for this. So firstly, what I want to do is put away some stuff. I don't need that many torches. 2 stacks of torches will do. I'll put my silk touch. Pick away, I need my shovel. I don't need the hoe. I will need that. I will need those. I'll need those. I'll need a crafting table. I'll need jungle logs. I'll need a bed. I'll need a water bucket. And I'll review my rules. No vulnerability, no warp. Light is okay for taking out the crystals. I'll put the book away again. Just to be on the safe side. I've got some logs. I've got a crafting table. And it's raining. Is it thunder? It's not thunder. Okay. So, let's make... it's not like that, eh? No, it's not like that. Let's make some Eyes of Ender. I hope that's enough. If it's not enough, I'll have to come back and try again. And this 121.6 is quite serious about its moodiness when it rains, eh? Okay, so let's throw our first Eye of Ender. That way. And we're off. Oh, here we are. Here we are. I only broke one Eye of Ender getting here. So, first things first, we need to break that spawner. Because silverfish are annoying. Ha! Now, what spawned? Come on, show yourselves. Nothing. Cool. And we're in. Get rid of the instant death lava. We'll pretty this up a little bit later. We put up some lights. I should probably put up some lights here too. There and there. Should be good. So let's see. Well, look at all those eyes. Sigh, sigh, sigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and kaboom! I like that kaboom. Did you know? A little bit of trivia. The sound of an end portal opening can be heard across an entire server if you're playing on a multiplayer server. It doesn't matter where the other players are. They can hear it happening. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Let's put a bed down and set spawn. It is night time, so let's sleep and then set spawn. There we go. Close the hole where I came in so creepers don't drop in on me. Are we ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, jump. Oh. Oh joy. Joy, the obsidian platform is away from the land. This is where I brought these blocks. And no, I'm not a speed bridger. Okay, so if we recall the rule book, flight is allowed for taking out the crystals. So I have fly mode enabled because I wasn't going to walk all the way to there's Jean. A question mark. Whoa. That is a seriously grumpy dragon. 38, 31. Very loud noises. And that's another sound that can be heard all across a multiplayer server. Is the sound of the dragon dying. Okay, there's the egg.
Oh, and yes, I am here too.
Oh, and yeah, she's there too. No, the egg went this way. The egg didn't go this way. Why didn't the egg go this way? I smacked it. There it is. Now, a trick for collecting the egg. Because you can't pick up the egg. You dig up underneath it, you stick a torch down there, and then you break the block under it. The next generation! Yay! Okay. There's a rat in my face. And that's not in game. There really is a rat in my face.
His name is Bird.
Yep. There's a bird in my face. A rat called Bird. Okay, so there is my portal. And okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so since we've now fought the dragon, we don't need to have flight mode switched off anymore. Stick a crafting table here. Make some trapdoors. This is another trick. Get through the portal. You got a block there. Trapdoor there. Open a trapdoor. Go stand on the block and go plop. Remote getaway. Oh, that was close. Yeah, that was scarily close. I very nearly fell to my death. Okay, so.
You're on a random floating island. That's fun.
Random floating island. Okay, now I am looking for. Fortunately, I'm allowed to fly now. Because now I'm looking for an entity. And I'll check back in once I found one. Ah. our end city. First end city. Does it have a boat? It does have a boat. Okay. Well, look, you all know I've got flight enabled at the moment, so I'm not going to pull her up to the boat. It's not necessary. And realistically, elytras aren't necessary either for my world at all, but it's still fun. Let's go up to the boat. And we pop in here first. Shulker. Shulker shoal. Elytra, the sky's the limit. Seriously? Well, I suppose beetroot seeds. I don't think I've got any beetroot yet. A helmet with unbreaking. Shark. The loot isn't all that fantastic here. Other potions of healing, I don't need those. I think what this end city needs is a couple of thousand TNT. Because there are hundreds of shulkers in there. And shulker bullets are practically perfect aimbots. It seems shulkers can see you from 1,000,000 miles away. Good grief. Stop it now. I've got bad news for these shulkers. One of their number is going to, or two of their number I suppose, are going to create a farm. Where they are going to die in large numbers and grieve me shulker shells. Because I don't like shulkers, they're annoying. Right now, I's going home. The end has been beaten. Minecraft Java Edition. There we go. There are the supposed end of the game titles. I see the player you mean. Indigo 1970. Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. And there we are. We have an egg. Success. I hold in my hand the rarest item in Minecraft. The dragon egg. And it is called the dragon egg because there is only one per world. You only get the egg the first time you catch the dragon, or kill the dragon I should say. I also have ringies. Let's go back to that view. So, firstly, being the rarest item in Minecraft, I'm going to have to build something special to house this in. Something spectacular to hold it and commemorate my first dragon fight. So, in the comments below, what should I build? Don't tell me a tower with a bunch of dogs and fireworks around it, because that's what Campfan just did with the Dragon Egg in Season 10 of Hermitcraft. That's not what I'm going to do. I want to build something special for this. So I would like some thoughts. Hello puppy. For now, I'm just going to put it in there and keep it safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. So, dragon fight's done. I wasn't able to do any kind of third-person view kind of stuff on the dragon fight because flashback is still not available. People who know me, mainly the people who work with me, know that I am a bit of a grumpy old man at times. Specifically, I call myself a grumpy old man who works in IT. I'm definitely a bit of a grumpy old man about the flashback mod by now. It's taking fairly long. Well, I say fairly long, it's taking a couple of days to become available for 1.21.6. Replay mod seems to have ended development in 1.21.1, so that's not an option anymore. Flashback mod, the latest version is 1.21.5. I went to do a little bit of digging around, looked for the source code, and I noticed, oh, too noisy here. I noticed that the license conditions or license terms for flashback were changed a while ago. And the GitHub commit for that change in license terms talks about people thinking they can do whatever they want, and now nobody can do anything with the source code because the license is being changed, because this is why we can't have nice things. Yes, fine, dude, it's your source code. You can decide what the license for it is. But for a lot of content creators, flashback mod is pretty important. I found that one of the maintainers of the Lightmatica and MiniHUD mods has made releases available for 1.21.6 on their GitHub. So I've got those installed. I've got MiniHUD installed by Massa, but Sakura published it on their GitHub for 1.21.6. And it works perfectly. I'm assuming this version will become the next version available on Modrinth. Same with this. Again, it's the Sakura release on GitHub. And Lightmatica, it's the Sakura release on GitHub. Sakura is a maintainer on these mods, so I'm assuming that these versions will be the next versions available on Modrinth. Which brings up an interesting question. There was a passing mention in a recent video of one of the hermits on Hermitcraft that Hermitcraft is still on 1.21.5 because of mods. Now, if I look at the kind of mods that are important for content creators like the hermits, and I look at the fact that stuff like Lightmatica and MiniHUD are available on Sakura's GitHub, I think the only thing that's holding Hermitcraft back from upgrading is flashback. dude, please give us the next version so Hermitcraft can upgrade, and so I can have third-person views of some of my stuff, so that hundreds of content creators can get back to doing the stuff they want to do. If you don't want to do it, change the license on your code so that someone else can fork it and make it available. Thank you. So it is almost exactly a week later after that last clip, and I just want to update on mods. Firstly, okay, I got better F3. Those 3 mods that I mentioned last time I found on Sakura's GitHub are now in fact released. On the general release channels, but we also now have this Flashback 0.35.2. Now the time right now is 11:26 UTC on the 27th, no, the 28th, sorry, the 28th of June. Flashback mod was uploaded to Modrinth 1 hour ago. So the version for 1.21.6 was uploaded 1 hour ago, about a week after my last complaint about it. I saw some interesting stuff in the meantime. Specifically, I went on to the Flashback mod Discord because I'd noticed that some other mod maintainers would make pre-release versions available via their Discord. So I went on there and I found some information about pre-releases for Flashback available on Patreon at the $15 per month. $15 per month tier. Which means the Hermitcraft guys got Flashback. They got the Flashback pre-release because, well, this is their job. This is what they do for a living. They make money out of it. And they were able to just pay for it. Paid mods. Wait a week, then it's not paid anymore. So I just waited a week. And now I have Flashback finally. Anyway, some updates in the last week. Firstly, this guy's grown up. I haven't named him. Maybe I'm going to be very mean to any British people who might watch my videos, which is probably not going to happen very often. I might call him Mr. Blobby. Although if I call him Mr. Blobby, I'm going to have to change his harness to a pink one. And it's unfortunate I can't have a pink one with polka dots on it. But anyway, that might become Mr. Blobby. I've named my dog Neville. Just because I can. I've done a little bit of cleaning up around here. I thought it made more logical sense to have gravel underneath the house because it's not going to get a lot of sunshine, so logically grass wouldn't grow very well down here anyway. So I stuck gravel down here and I made a lot of my paths stone, cobblestone. I've also built a building around my bamboo farm. Pro tip, well, not pro, I'm not a professional at this game, but tip. Bamboo needs light. Bamboo needs light to grow. So the top of the roof of this building, I tried putting torches down first. It didn't help. That bamboo was not growing, so I actually extended the glass all the way to the roof, and I made the middle 3 rows of the roof glass. Now my bamboo farm's working again. I also put in, because I wasn't sure if the iron farm was actually working if I was in the corner of the storage room there. Because with FreeCam I couldn't see any golems being spawned. I could see that the villagers panicking. I could see the zombie popping up every now and then, but I wasn't seeing any villager, any golem spawning. So I put a little AFK box closer, and now I do occasionally see golems spawning there. There's one. At the same time, if I'm standing here, my bamboo farm is also running. I have seen bamboo grow in here while I'm standing over there, so I'm close enough for that. And this should also be running. At least in theory it should be running. Yes, it is, because the amount of time that stood there, it was offloading stuff. So I figured this was probably a fairly good spot to AFK to run that farm, and those farms all at the same time. Now that I've built this little building, well, I suppose it's not that little, is it? It's fairly high because it gives the bamboo lots of space to grow. And also the bottom of the bamboo farm is above the top of my storage system. So this goes up quite a long way. I have also put in a couple of walls here. Got to fix that. I've put in some walls here, some retaining walls to keep the dirt from falling down. I suppose what I should do next is deal with this ugliness over here. I mean, this is just a big box. It's not very pretty. That's kind of horrifying. But yes, that's where we are in our world. We finally got most of the mods we need. I see REI. Well, I haven't actually checked if REI is available yet. It wasn't available yesterday. I'm not too concerned about REI. I can play without it. It's really, for me, it's just a convenience thing where I can, if I want to know how to make something, I can look it up in REI and look for the recipe. But the way that REI works, if you're not an operator and if REI is not installed on a server, is you have to discover a recipe before REI will tell you what that recipe is. So I'm not too worried about that. But yes, now we have that. We have a version of FreeCam. We have a flashback. We can get back into the real thing. I think this is going to be the end of this episode. I think it's getting fairly long. I haven't started editing yet. Yeah, I think it's probably more than half an hour by now. So I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.